Vietnam has a very fast pace of mobile development. Currently, the country has 132 million mobile subscribers, including 2G, 3G, and 4G subscribers. Vietnam is developing a plan to deploy 5G technology in the near future, namely in late 2019 or early 2020. The above information has just been shared by the Ministry of Information and Communications at the Vietnam FIBERTalk 2019 conference on the topic. Fiber is the enabler of 5G, Smart City and IoT, held in Hanoi on October 17, 2019 by FTTH Council Asia Pacific with the companion of Vietnam Internet Association as a local partner. This is a narrow workshop with the main participation of the local telecom community and some foreign units. Vietnam Fiber Talk 2019 is considered a preparation step for the 15th annual event FTTH Asia Pacific Conference, scheduled to be held in Hanoi in 2020. Greetings from Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 Network. Fiber is said to be very important to the deployment of 5G, IoT, and smart cities. And in today's show, we'd like to talk more about this topic. And the guest speaker in our program today is Mr. Babu and Mr. Yamada from FTTH Council Asia Pacific. So thank you for joining us. The first question is, can you introduce about the FTTH Council Asia Pacific?
Okay, good. Yeah. See, this all started some time back in US. We started our first council in US, then followed by Europe. And the FTTH Asia Pacific Council is the third one to get a birth in Japan in sometime in 2005. All right. Our main the mission is to educate and promote the benefits of the optical fiber in the normal life of every individual or human being.
Could you please tell us about how do you engage with the telecoms industry and also the stakeholders?
FTTH Asia Pacific is a platform in which for telecommunication companies and service integrators and computing companies and networking companies. So all these stakeholders are common in the common platform FTTH Asia Pacific Council, where we as a team share the best practices across the Asia Pacific countries, and also we'll try to help each other to grow the entire region as a Asia Pacific one. So that what we have a plan, generally what we do that is we have 4 fiber talks, like what we are having today in Hanoi, the different countries, and also we also have an annual conference, which is the mega event. So this year we have decided that in the early next year, that is May 2020, we will have our annual conference in Hanoi, which generally comes with around 500 delegates in one room, big room. So we are very excited to host our next annual conference of 2020 in Hanoi, Vietnam.
So what are the reasons that you decided to choose Vietnam to organize your event?
What we do that before we go for finalizing any fiber talk and the annual conference, we also float a small quick survey with our members. We have 3 different categories of members: platinum, gold, and silver. And also we take a view of the industry experts. So which country should be the next one? So that way we did a survey in the last year. Then it came as a very positive surprise that Vietnam should be that one. The Vietnam, I remember the population is around 96 million in 2016, and also it's a very positive surprise to hear that the Vietnam, the 3 telcos out of 5 telcos already started doing a 5G trial So the very first one started in January, the second one started in April 2019, and third one in May 2019. So it's very nice to hear this positive news. And being the council which represents Asia Pacific, we would like to see that each and every country needs to get promoted, right? That way that we got chosen the Vietnam this time. We are very happy to come back again in 2020 May.
Broadband fixed services are one of the important infrastructure in telecommunication development. The report of the International Telecommunication Union, as well as some research organizations, shows that when a country develops, increasing the density of a fixed broadband network to 10% per year may contribute 0.38% to GDP. Vietnam is the country with a great potential from broadband development.
Với một cái dung lượng băng thông ấy, nó cần rất là lớn. Với cái chiến lược của các cái nhà cung cấp hạ tầng ấy, thì theo các cái chiến lược của họ trong các cái thuê bao hoặc là trong cái đối với sử dụng, thì với một cái nhu cầu đột ngột nó tăng trưởng lên rất là lớn thì phải có cái chính sách mà đặc biệt là cả đầu tư tài chính, đầu tư cái hạ tầng lớn vào. Thì như vậy là chính quyền và các doanh nghiệp cũng phải là ngồi với nhau để cùng nhau tìm ra cái phương án.
Recently, the need for data has reached the limit of current wireless technology. Average mobile data usage has been increasing steadily monthly since 2014. Mobile traffic is set to quadruple before 2021, and user bandwidth is expected to increase by nearly 50% each according to Nielsen's law of Internet bandwidth.
Muốn 5G phát triển thì cái mạng truyền dẫn hay còn gọi là mạch máu để truyền tín hiệu là hệ thống cáp quang càng ngày càng được mở rộng và càng ngày càng đảm bảo độ an toàn để dịch vụ luôn được cung cấp cho khách hàng thông suốt.
The demand for mobile broadband increasing faster than ever has been the driving force for the shift from 4G to 5G technology, and this technology directly affects traditional internet services. The bandwidth of mobile users is increased by 1 to 10 Gbps, the latency is reduced to 1 ms, so basically equivalent to the fixed optical access performance. The advantages of bandwidth and latency of the traditional optical access are lost in the face of 5G when the convenience of mobility will increase the traffic transmitted on 5G wireless networks. Could you please give us some updates about FTTH market in Asia Pacific?
The market in Asia Pacific has around 427 million fiber to the home, fiber to the building subscribers. And this is the figure which I am talking about by end of 2018. This is really a phenomenon. And the growth rate which we are witnessing, and it's very promising, and it has a growth rate of roughly around 10%, which is a very good growth rate in our Asia Pacific countries compared to the Western world. Also, we have been seeing that more than 100 FTTX projects are happening simultaneously in Asia Pacific region.
What are the hot issues in the fiber infrastructure in this region?
Vietnam is maybe the happening to the 5G demand is the closest, so maybe that is slightly cover for the China demand. That we hope. So we try to promoting to fiber connected 5G in a smart city IoT. That is a key for the time being. So actually telecommunication is still using the fiber optics. That is not finding the new technologies. Sometimes the fiber inside a few more cores, like I said, the multi-core, that is future technologies, but they're still using the fibers. So actually the 5G and the next generation 6G, that kind of the speed and the latency means close the diameter for the cover of the subscribers. That means using a lot for the fibers more.
The fiber demand is all-time low. We see this as a situation is very temporary, but we are at the same time we are a strong believer of the whole world will come out of this depression of the low demand of fiber because of the 5G. The 5G is the new the oxygen air for the entire telecommunication industry. So we believe that it should happen anytime. Then again, then it will, we will bounce back with more fiber. But if you see the basic need of any human being in the world, so far we have seen that water, good air, good food, good cloth, and shelter. So these are the 5 things. Now the internet and the connected is the 6th one. So you must have seen that your family or your colleagues, with the smartphone in your hand, you can have everything in this. You need not to be physically to be there. You can call the people, you can have a video conferencing, you can do the internet banking and e-health and e-education. Everything will come in the smart way. So that means the device which you are holding on the hand, it should be a super fast. The super fast will come from the 5G. The 5G needs more fiber. So that way that,
What are the new things that you have added to your activities?
Good. So if you see that the 5G and Internet of Things and artificial intelligence, so this is something of the buzzwords across the world. We strongly believe that the fiber is a basic enabler to have a success in 5G, Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. So what we have that recently we have, in addition to that our regular programs and promotions, recently we have introduced Smart City Award, Smart Fiber City Award, where we in the Asia Pacific region, we keep in mind that fiber as an enabler. So how each and every country is laying the optical fiber and using the optical fiber as a media to connect their citizens. So if you see that smart city, everything needs to be smart, right? Starting from the basic infrastructure onwards. So going forward, the internet, basic internet, it should be of one of the basic right of the living human being.
So what are the upcoming events if you have to organize in Vietnam? Can you share with us?
Yes, actually our council have an annual conference. For example, this year we have an annual conference in China, Wuhan, this year. But next year, the Benki told it the 15 years anniversary, that annual conference in Vietnam, Hanoi. We've already decided next year, April. Not decided fixed yet, but the date, but in Hanoi.
In your opinion, what is the role of fiber to the real deployment of the 5G smart city and IoT?
Role of the fiber itself is fundamental infrastructure for the 5G, IoT, and the smart city. So application should be based on the fibers. So that is connected to everybody.
Once again, thank you for joining us and for your sharings today. And that's all we have for this episode of Sharing Vietnam Today. For comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at sharingvietnam@netvietttv.net. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.